Kimberley Group Training, apprentices and traineeships, your key to success.
Good morning, here with KGT. We've got our good friend Ian Warrener in. How are you this morning?
Oh, very good, thanks.
It is a bit early for you. Is this usually the time you're up?
We're round about. Things are usually starting. We've got apprentices and that start work earlier than this, so we're usually on getting ready around this time.
Now, we're here to talk about exciting new things happening with KGT in regards to salary sacrifice.
Yes.
So this is something that Australian Tax Office has helped with. Next Tuesday this is coming in?
It's in now, so it's been backdated, but we can't do much about that. But basically we've had salary sacrifice for staff for some time, and what we wanted to do was we explored the possibility of expanding that out to the apprentices and trainees, but we weren't sure how the tax office would treat it, so we actually put an application in for private ruling, and it's been approved that we can provide salary sacrifice options for apprentices and trainees, and they're tax exempt salary sacrifice options, so we can actually save apprentices and trainees some income.
That's a great idea. Is this sort of thing happen a lot around the country, or is this the first time?
It's standard practice for what's called public benevolent institutions. So Kimberley Group Training is a charity,
yep.
And therefore we have tax exempt status to provide benefits to staff that don't cost us money, so that we can try and attract and retain good staff. It's probably the first time that it's been applied to the clients that we're actually working for, as opposed to the staff that are performing the charitable function.
It makes sense, though.
It does, yeah, and we weren't sure how it would be treated, but the tax office was really good and really easy to deal with, and very supportive of it, which is excellent.
So if people want to get involved in this?
Look, any apprentice or trainee employed by Kimberley Group Training that's earning more than $18,000 a year, they can benefit from this, and even if they're only earning, we can sacrifice $16,000 a year for a person without any tax penalties. And they can save, anything upwards of $3,000 in tax for doing that. So if anybody wants to, all they need to do is approach their field officer, and then they can start putting the steps in motion to make this happen. What
kind of things can these salary sacrifices be used to work with?
Pretty much anything except for cash. You're just not allowed to take it in cash. The simplest processes for it, we have an arrangement with community sector banking, where we set a person up with a Visa debit card. So you can use it the same as any other Visa card anywhere else. Every fortnight when you get paid, some of your money gets sacrificed and placed on the Visa card, and then you've got that money. You can go and use the Visa card at Coles, the service station, Liquorland, anywhere you want to and spend that money, and it's tax-free.
I might have to become an apprentice over at KGT.
Well, that's the aim, try and get more people interested.
No. Now, you guys recently were awarded, lucky enough to get an extra $500,000 from Lottery West, as well as some other groups, to develop the Skills Centre. Tell us a bit about that before you head out.
Yeah, so we've been working since, I had a look at some data the other day, since 2010 to try and get a Skills Centre up and running in Kununurra to try and help people, close the gap between where their education levels are at the moment, and get them to a point where they can engage with the TAFE sector and with VET and apprenticeships and traineeships. We received $500,000 from Regional Development Australia earlier this year, and that's now been matched by Lottery West, which is fantastic, and we're really thankful to both organisations for that. And even more recently, as of last week, Westpac Bank has come to the party and approved a mortgage for us, which will see us get the rest of the funds to make this progress. So we're just in the processes now of getting dotting I's and crossing T's and getting everything all signed off and agreed to, so that we can hopefully start construction before the end of this year.
Thanks for coming in and having a chat with us.
No
Again,
problem.
if people want to find out more about this, how can they do that?
Again, with the Skills Centre, they can contact myself, Ian Warrener, at the Kununurra office of Kimberley Group Training. Our phone number is 9168 3808.
All right, you have a nice day.
Thanks very much.
Enjoy the rest of it.
Tune in next fortnight for more Kimberley Group Training news.